He was part of our spring carnivals for more than 40 years, be it as reporter or MC. And now the late Rob GAYLARD will again be in the thick of the action. A horse has been named in his honour, and for Rob's wife, he's already a champion. Tony Jones reports.
It's been 15 months since Karen GAYLARD lost the love of her life, husband Rob GAYLARD.
I feel like he's here every day, so yeah, it's really good that way, and I know he'd be up there telling me to get on with it.
The man who in the 80s presented sport here on 9 News died of a heart attack on his Lara property. He was just 70.
Oh, I could stay here all day.
But through a 3-year-old, the spirit of GAYLARD lives on.
Spirit of GAYLARD will have a tear in somebody's eye, maybe more than somebody.
This colt is named in honour of Rob GAYLARD, a nod to his lifelong passion for the racing industry and horses in general.
He was a mentor to the apprentices and certainly a well-known figure on either the country or the metropolitan racing circuit.
When the horse presented at the sales, a bidding war erupted between two racing moguls, Terry Henderson and Jerry Ryan. Both were long-time friends of GAYLARD, so they made a deal.
Said to our bloodstock agent, have a chat and see if we split the horse, so both of us end up with the horse.
Then came another gesture, one that would have made their old mate proud.
I said, well, why don't we give Karen 5% each, and so she's got 10%.
We go back a long way with the both of them, and they've been looking after me very well, yeah, which is good.
Now, Spirit of GAYLARD is set for an assault on the spring. On Saturday, he'll tackle the Vase at Moonee Valley. Jordan Childs has been booked to ride, although one suspects he'll have some help.
Hopefully he gives us a little push on Saturday in the Vase.
I'm sure he's getting on it just about and pushing it home because, yeah, it's just so lovely to have that out there.
Tony Jones, 9 News.
Now here is Tony with a look ahead to sport.
We'll have to have a little something on it, won't we?
I think so.
I would have thought so, just for Rob. All right, thanks, Pete. Tonight, breakfast with the best at Moonee Valley, minus the breakfast. And despite dealing with a spring tragedy, Bossy wants to reclaim his patch.
I train, work out now, and most of the younger blokes can't keep.
From delirium to devastation, Glen has experienced the full spectrum of emotions around the Cox Plate in the past 12 months. And while he won't have a ride in this weekend's Classic, the veteran hoop is quite literally back in town. He spoke with Braden Ingram.
While the Moonee Valley Gallopers worked at what would have been breakfast with the best, one of our very best was sidelined in quarantine.
You kind of look back and think what's really important, you know, and you need to be around your family.
After a 5-year stint overseas and in Sydney, Glen is back in Victoria's riding ranks, where success abroad counts for nothing.
Starting once again on a blank canvas, no support, but I'm really looking forward to that challenge.
At 52, Boss could be forgiven for reining it in. Instead, the 3-time Melbourne Cup champ is hungrier than ever.
I train, work out now, and most of the younger blokes can't keep up. Not only trying to prove it to them, but you're trying to prove it to yourself that you still got it.
So far, it's been a spring of false starts. Quarantine issues scuttled a certain ride on Caulfield Cup winner Incentivise before his Cox Plate defence ended in tragedy after Sir Dragonet broke down at track work last Saturday.
He was a big loss because not only was he was a gentle soul around the stable, he was a beautiful colt.
The devastation of losing Sir Dragonet hit hardest for Kieran Maher and his staff, but the perfect tribute could yet come when saddlemate Gold Trip makes its own play for the Cox Plate. The final field of 10 runners was locked in this morning. Zaki firmed in favouritism after drawing a perfect barrier 6, but there's stiff competition from 9-time Group 1 winner Very Elegant. The Chris Waller trained mare flying under the radar.
She's a champion and she won't stay down for too long. The Cox Plate has a funny way of finding the best horse to win the race.
It'd be a victory against the odds. Braden Ingram, 9 News.